All right, soldiers, the fallout from the Bud Light fiasco has hit home, and it's come back like a boomerang in the face of the individual that started the whole thing. Bud Light is chopping off heads, getting rid of people that are responsible for them losing billions of dollars in market capitalization. You really think you're going to keep your job? You really think you're going to keep your job in the event you cause a company to lose billions? Okay, right. Anyway, guys, we'll get into this, tell you what's happening with Anheuser Busch and some of the executives over there. And we're going to do a little theorizing, speculating around whether or not this company will continue down this particular road that got them in so much trouble in the first place. And guess what? It might surprise you to learn. I think they will continue along these same lines. I'm going to tell you why I think that, and I'm going to tell you why I think that's foolish. Gone girl. Anheuser Busch fires pro-trans marketing execs who destroyed the brand. Guys, go ahead and enlist. Become a soldier of finance if you have not already. It's easy to do. All you need to do is hit that subscribe button. Now, once you have hit subscribe, take a look at that join button and let me know what you think about what we're offering over there in the Soldiers of Finance Officers Club. That's our members only section. And, you know, I got to say it, hit the thumbs up. You guys are awesome at doing that. It really helps the videos. So hit that thumbs up. I really, really appreciate it. Let's get into it. So, Anheuser Busch has fired 2 marketing executives who were placed on leave after destroying the Bud Light brand with an advertising campaign featuring a transgender influencer whose name you can't really say on YouTube. But you are the most intelligent audience on YouTube. You know exactly who I'm referring to. According to the Daily Caller, Group VP for Marketing Daniel Blake and Bud Light Marketing VP Alissa Heinerscheid are, quote, gone, unquote, after initially being placed on leave per an anonymous source. Now, guys, you know, every time we did a story about this and her name came up, we would always say, she's gone. Okay. I mean, come on. This is the real world, right? There is no scenario where you are going to cause a major company to lose billions of dollars and you get to come back to work like nothing happened. Okay. You know, some corporations put you on an action plan. Okay. If you're like sliding off track and your performance is not we're going to put you on an action plan. What the hell kind of action plan do you put someone on after your market cap has evaporated by billions of dollars, right? So, to my understanding, if we publicly announce the word fire, it opens up the potential for them to sue us. This is someone within the Bud Light world. That's why we said leave of absence, said the source in a text message to the caller. Quote, the wholesalers would have had an absolute field day with leadership if they didn't remove her. Now remember, Heinerscheid was like, look, I'm a businesswoman. That's a quote. Heinerscheid said, quote, I'm a businesswoman, unquote. And, you know, she had all the right moves. She knew better than everybody else. So what she decided to do, she said, okay, look, so we've got this brand who heretofore we've been marketing to the blue collar world, which still exists. Okay, the robots have not taken over just yet. So we still got people that are out there, you know, doing things with cattle. Okay, how you think that steak got on your plate? So we still got that going on. You know, people driving cattle, people shoeing horses, people under sinks, fixing pipes, electricians, HVAC specialists, okay, deep sea fishermen. All of that stuff still exists. Typically associated with, let's just be honest, testosterone, all right? Men out there making the world spin, all right? Last thing we need is another attorney. So let's do this. This is Heinerscheid, the businesswoman. Let's do this. Let's not even ease into this. I can see her saying, it's a logical argument to say, okay, guys, over time, what we may want to do is we may want to build an advertising campaign that also incorporates some other sectors of society, expand the brand. I get that. That makes sense. A gradual thing, okay? But we cannot alienate those who have been loyal to us and those who still drink this beer. So we got to be creative, okay? Which is, this generation is becoming less and less creative. You see it in Hollywood. They don't make new movies. They just regurgitate old stuff. So, okay, we got a task here, guys. We got to get creative. We got to respect the old guys that brought us to where we are, keep dancing with them. They brought us to the ball, and we got to bring in new folk. And the first person to raise their hand and say, hey, I know I got an idea. Why not bring in a transgender influencer? All right, what do you guys say about it? Tell me more. Well, yeah, it's a transgender influencer. And this person actually has a huge kind of following and markets their content, a lot of it toward kids. I would entertain this person while pushing a button under my desk for security. Okay, kids, you say, all right? You do know that we're an alcohol company, number one, right? You do know that, right? And when you say transgender, you're talking about like a sexual like proclivity type thing. And then by the time I finish saying that, 2 6-foot gorillas in security uniforms would be at the conference room door, and I would say, and that person would be fired. No, we're not going to do that. First of all, we're an alcohol company. We're not marketing to anything associated with children. Second of all, did you say transgender influencer with an audience of children? Is that what you said? Okay. Third, you do realize that is a 180 from, I said incorporate, I said gradual. You do realize this is a 180 from where we are. But see, I would be able to do all of that because I don't sit in an ivory tower. I don't look at the land between Manhattan and LA as flyover country. Okay, I actually look at that part of the country as the part that actually makes it go. All right, like feeding you and things like that. So that's what Heinerscheid, the businesswoman, that's what she thought would be a good idea. And apparently it was not. Now, don't shed any tears for Heinerscheid. Okay, she's very wealthy. She'll be just fine. The other guy, though, I don't know about him. He's probably just some working stiff, Daniel Blake. I don't know. Good luck, Daniel. To be fair, Daniel Blake was actually awesome. This is the person that's the whistleblower, the deep throat inside Budweiser. I think he was just caught in the crossfire. But also, he did hire her. So that's a fault, the source continued. Wholesalers were told they are both gone for good by leadership doing in-person conversations. They already shifted all their direct reports to new people and the head of marketing. So they're gone. Deservedly so. Okay, the question is, will Bud Light, Anheuser Busch continue to participate in this type of behavior? But we got to be very careful because, again, Bud Light is in this situation not because they partnered with a transgender. I'm going to tell you right now that if that was it, and there wasn't the component of children being marketed to by the transgender influencer, I don't think that, I don't think any of this would have occurred. Okay, so the question becomes: has Bud Light learned its lesson about being much more judicious about who they partner with? All right, yeah, sure. You want to go out and partner with RuPaul or some other or I don't think RuPaul considers themselves transgender, but whatever. Okay, adult entertainer that is in no way involved with children. Would Newport do a ad with Captain Kangaroo? Come on. Fine. But listen, something happened up in Toronto. And some people are saying Bud Light still hasn't learned its lesson. I have a different view. Bud Light sponsors a Toronto Pride Parade attended by nude men and children. Okay, now hold on. Bud Light is serving as official sponsor of the Toronto Pride Parade, where video footage shows naked men standing around and riding bicycles in clear view of children attending the event. That ain't Bud Light's fault. If you, as a parent, have deemed to take your child to a pride parade, and look, if you're over the age of 21, you know that sometimes these pride parades get a little risque. All right. Not someplace I would take a child. Ever. All right. So here comes some guys riding the bicycles there, nude. And you've got your kid there. Okay. What kind of parent are you? All right. To me, that's not Bud Light's fault. Now, if I were Bud Light, I would say, hey, look, it's obvious that, pushing the envelope on some of these events, we're going to have to do a lot more research. Okay. I know we're trying to, incorporate new clients, customers into the brand. But I think that you can do that without being polarizing. Because again, before this whole thing broke out, remember, straight people were drinking Bud Light. Gay people were drinking Bud Light. Black people were drinking Bud Light. White people were drinking Bud Light. Everybody drank Bud Light. All right. But now after this, look, you've alienated the gay and the straight community. Okay. Conservative, a portion of the conservative base and a portion of the left liberal base. Okay. So, it would appear to me in that instance that, we probably need to just stay out of polarizing issues. We are a multi-billion-dollar company. We have the resources to do research and figure out what is, a volatile issue that we really shouldn't touch, that's going to maybe end up alienating another portion of the society. And depending on how we handle it, could alienate the people we were going after. All right. I think they really need to do some soul searching going forward. I think it'll be a while before Bud Light as a brand, if ever, comes back. Because right now, there's so many damn beers on the market. All right. That, hey, there's a lot of choice out there. The footage captured by Beth Bosch, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. I apologize if I got that incorrect. Beth Bosch of the Post Millennial shows dozens of attendees riding past a large cheering crowd. The fully naked bikers must be uncomfortable. I wouldn't want to ride a bike naked. Some of whom were covered in paint or tattoos waved back at the crowd. One naked man high-fives an onlooker while another pedals a recumbent bike with a gold blow-up swan adorned around his neck. A second video shows a group of naked men with hats standing in a circle amidst the crowd. Several children walk past the group of men with their families. That ain't Bud Light's fault, guys. That's the parents' fault. 1,000%. All right. It's an adult event. There should have never been any kids there to begin with. So I ain't gonna put that on Bud Light. All right, but that's what's going on right now. The marketing folks are out. So you could construe that as maybe they are learning a lesson. And I'm sure, I hope, somebody is reading this New York Post article about the parade they sponsored in Toronto and say, hey guys, look, this is another example. We got to stay out of certain things, okay? Because a parade, that has like the potential to, maybe somebody starts fighting. And make it the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, okay? And somebody gets knocked off of a float and, cracks their skull. To what extent am I, a sponsor, legally responsible? Okay, especially in a civil proceeding. I wouldn't want to chance anything like that. I want to stay as above board as possible, above the fray. Everybody coming here buy my beer. I love you all type thing. All right. I'm not going to single anybody out. I'm going to have some Clydesdales. I'm going to make it work. All right. But look, I'm no Heinerscheid. Okay. Remember, she said, I'm a business woman. All right. So guys, check it out. I want you now to, go and check out this particular video. The dollar. Okay, let's switch gears. Go from the ridiculous to the sublime. The dollar. Now, Janet Yellen is saying that, yeah, Tyrone Keys is right. The dollar is going to continue to decline in terms of its share of reserves held by other countries. Okay, we are seeing the decline of the dollar in real time. Learn more. Check out that video. Guys, I'll talk to you soon.